Train Time team passes along Colton Yard in Southern California. The Colton Yard is the largest yard in Southern California. During peak times, there are as many as 160 trains a day. Trains leaving Colton Yard can travel to Cajon Pass or use the 760-mile Sunset Route to El Paso, Texas. The yard contains a hump which is used for sorting about 1,500 rail cars a day.
Oh, maybe not. That's not a grain train.
In the Colton Yard, you can find rail cars with grain and feed from the Midwest, lumber from the Pacific Northwest, salt from Mexico, corn syrup from Nebraska, scrap iron from Tennessee, pork from Iowa, sneakers from Indonesia, shoes from Malaysia, and a flood of goods from China.
The Sunset Route is straight
and
around the mountain, little mountain, and,
and then up and over the highway.
Up and over is Cajon Pass.
It's heading towards Cajon Pass. And this guy looks like he's going to take the Sunset Route.
A train is leaving Colton Yard on the Sunset Route, which will take it to Yuma and Tucson, Arizona before it reaches El Paso, Texas. Train Time team will catch this train in several locations between Colton Yard and Beaumont, California. The Sunset Route was made famous by the Southern Pacific Railroad, which used a setting sun over a railroad track as its company trademark. The engineer gives us a friendly toot as he passes by. The Sunset Route was valuable to the Southern Pacific Railroad as it moved vegetables grown in California to eastern parts of the United States. As early as 1884, there were solid trains of refrigerated cars full of produce leaving California. Southern Pacific Railroad began in Los Angeles in 1877 and reached Tucson, Arizona in 1880. The railroad continued building the Sunset Route to El Paso, Texas, and reached it a year later in 1881. Today, 24% of Union Pacific's freight is handled through the Sunset Route. There is a string of new covered hopper cars. If you look closely, you can see that some of the car numbers are still in consecutive number order. Union Pacific Railroad took over the financially troubled Southern Pacific Railroad in 1996. Union Pacific is working to double-track the entire route for quicker, more efficient railroad traffic control. This area contains some of the double track. There is no delay when treats meet at this part of the system. This is a very colorful train with domestic containers from American shipping companies. Hub Group Company was started in Illinois in 1971 by Philip Yeager, who had been a longtime employee of Penn Central Railroad. The Hub Group has grown into one of the largest intermodal marketing companies in North America. Hub containers carry products from Borden, Clorox, Lever Brothers, Kraft Foods, and Nestle's. Sears is a regular user of Hub containers with about 70,000 intermodal shipments a year. There is even some mail and packages being shipped on this train. EMP containers are a service provided by Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern railroads. There are about 30,000 EMP containers used to move automobiles and parts, chemicals, energy-related products, and agricultural goods. We see here a few of the 60,000 blue Pacer stack train containers. Pacer introduced the double stack container arrangement in 1984 and transports any kind of merchandise which can be placed in the container. We catch our mixed train to Yuma again. It is carrying grain and feed, fuel oil, and lumber as part of its consist. The Sahori tank cars are from a Mexican company. Are you still checking the numbers on the new covered hopper cars? You can watch the signals change from green to red after the locomotives pass it. Rail fanning is easy in California because there are lots of trains and good roads have been built beside the railroad tracks. Because the road is beside the track, we can pace the train for a while before we pass it and set up in Beaumont. Since there are so few trees, pictures can be taken from a long distance away. This is the last time we'll capture this train. This train has colorful containers. This train is made up of mostly light blue Henjin shipping containers. Henjin is the largest carrier in Korea. Henjin has terminals in many ports around the globe. There are terminals in the United States, Japan, China, Australia, Vietnam, and other countries. In the United States, there are terminals in Long Beach and Oakland, California, Seattle, Washington, and Jacksonville, Florida. Yangming, Costco, and K-Line work together with Hanjin in shipping large quantities of goods from China. Henjin started using double-stack trains in the United States in 1986. Containers with text printed on them is from the Martex Shipping Company. They provide a way to ship equipment for the petroleum industry. CAI is Container Applications International. It was founded in 1989 and provides long-term leasing agreements to international shippers. We will now look at a few scenes from stunning Cajon Pass. This scenic area will be featured in future train time shows. Sullivan's Curve is a favorite place to watch trains move through Cajon Pass. It is not unusual to see 2 trains and sometimes 3 trains at the same time. Both Union Pacific and Burlington Northern Santa Fe trains share the tracks through Cajon Pass. This 20-mile stretch of Cajon Pass provides many locations to get great shots of trains passing through magnificent scenery. Some pictures are taken from the summit at Cajon Pass, and because of the open landscape, trains can be watched from great distances. Some of the tunnels have been removed in the pass. Daylighting is the expression used for the removal of tunnels. We hope you have enjoyed watching the train time shows from California as much as we have enjoyed making them for you. Thank you for watching Train Time.